Hitting y'all with a new angle today, man. 41, 42, 43, 44. It's your boy Deezy. Welcome back to Deezys Gas Station, man. And in today's video, we got another episode of Thoughts from Above. Now, for all the new subs to the channel, this is a series that we haven't been as consistent on. I will admit, your boy hasn't dropped the Thoughts from Above in like 3-4 months. I know for the OG subs who've been telling me, hey, Deezy, bro, we fuck with the Thoughts from Above, bro. We need more video. Here you go. We got another one, another banger today for y'all. And from this point on, gang, this series right here, we will be continuing. I believe this is episode 6. And like I said, for the new subs, because we get new subs over here daily, welcome to the channel. Now, it is a Thoughts from Above playlist on the channel. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is go to the channel, go to playlist, and you'll see Thoughts from Above. All the episodes are in there for the gang. So, yeah. Now, look, gang, y'all know how this goes. Thoughts from Above is any time that you just, getting highly medicated one day and you just have that thought from above and you like, damn, what if this? What if that? So today's episode, judging by the title, you already know what we're getting into. The Stone Age. Now, early civilization, early human beings, early human lifestyles, right? Because look, gang, we all know we are alive and thriving right now. For everybody tuning into this video, we are, I guess you could say, the most advanced humans, but I wouldn't know that and you wouldn't know that because we wasn't back then. You feel me? And when I say advanced, I mean shelter wise, communication wise, pretty much food and water, even though it is some places on earth that still don't have many resources, which is, sad. But for the most part, man, we have come a long way. You got to think about it. Back then, them boys was really surviving. Them boys and girls back then was really surviving. Like, you might get taken away by a lion or something in the middle of the night, or a bear might pop up on your ass and take your kids in the middle of the night and feast on their ass. You feel me? Like, that's real deal survival to me. Like, we surviving now, but it's more modern. Like, we got laws set. Typically, everybody will have their own living arrangement, whether that be in your mama house, in your daddy house, or you got your own house or apartment, whatever it is. And as well as food, gang. You got to think about it like this. Most of the people tuning into this video right now, you can go down the street to your local McDonald's and get you a 20p McNugget, right? Guess what? Back then, wasn't no fast food places, wasn't no places to pull up to. You got to cook them McNuggets yourself, homeboy. So that means you got to take the chicken, cut the neck, do all that, and then, we gonna get into that. Now, before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and, take a little pull, schmeck from the bong, bro. And y'all know what to do to stay updated on the channel. Make sure you follow the Instagram, Deezys Gas Station. All my socials basically down below in the description. So if you rock with your boy, fuck with me, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, gang, ain't nothing like that first pull from the bong in the morning when you fresh off or wake up and it's time to bake up. Now look, gang, I pretty much gave y'all the gist of what we finna be getting into. A question that I want y'all to keep in mind as we get further into this video that you need to be asking yourself is, damn, could I really do it? Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, we living. You know what I'm saying? We do got to worry about people on this earth more than anything else, I feel like, just because, especially if you in the city or something, you ain't really got to worry about no wild animals coming up, killing your shit and, and getting lost in the woods or some crazy shit like that. The main thing you got to worry about nowadays is crazy people. It's a lot of them out here, let's be honest. All right, gang, look, we got a handy dandy source, which is, a unanimous source, let's just say. Google. Gotta love it. The Stone Age began about 2.6 million years ago, right? This was a broad prehistoric period during which stone was widely used to make many stone tools. This is when they had just discovered fire and shit, I'm pretty sure. And just imagine this real quick. This is off topic, but imagine the gas back then, though. That hoe was Reggie, but it was like natural Reggie. So it had, boy, you find that shit growing in the jungle, that hoe just stinking. Ooh. Now, the first topic I want to get into is the day-to-day survival, right? Your shelter, food, water, and even your clothes. Like, those are all necessities. And I would think back then those would still be the necessities. You can't live without food. You can't live without water. You can't live without some sort of shelter, some sort of safe spot to lay your head. And if we're talking about the Stone Age, clothes would definitely be a necessity. When it get cold outside, dog, high chance you could die. It get extra hot outside, high chance you could die. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got to keep in mind, the question that I want y'all to keep in mind is, would you be able to survive? Let's just give a time frame. Let's say 3-4 years, right? Would you be able to survive 3 or 4 years in the Stone Age? Me personally, I'm gonna throw this out here. I don't know. I feel like I'd be good the first year, but after that shit, bro, I need television. Fast food, homie. I need some, bro. So the first thing, let's talk about it. Shelter. Back then in the Stone Age, let's be 100. A shelter was literally a shelter. They was not calling shit homes and houses and all that, you know, well, we got a apartment, this complex right here and all that. No, bro. A shelter would literally mean anything back then, probably. A cave, some sort of big ass rock. I don't know, bro. Now look, sitting here reading this, typically in the Stone Age, bro, most of them were in caves. Now later on in the Stone Age, they did figure out how to make stone houses, which is pretty dope. But once again, bro, if you build that house the wrong way, death. Let me tell you something. You gonna hear the word death and dead a lot in this video, because bro, think about it. You dying, bro. You could die from the smallest paper cut that get infected back then, dog. Ain't no medicine. We gonna get into that. Anyways, most of your shelters were gonna be caves. You know, they have a little pit fire in there probably, you know what I'm saying? And a soft, probably a piece of grass on top of a rock to lay on, bro, as a pillow, fam. That's really all it was. Dude. You know what I'm gonna say, dude. The terps, bro. The terps, bro. You can really, on the inhale, dude, it's like, on the exhale, it's like, oh, you know. Next category, food. Now, food for the most part would be a little bit more trickier back then. One, because you have to hunt and you have to go get it. You have to either kill your food or you have to go gather enough berries to feed you and probably 20 to 30 of your homies and homegirls. Now, it could be less, it could be more people, just because you got to think about it like this, bro. As humans, we are pack animals. Dogs, very social, can pretty much get along, you know, the right dog can get along with any other species for the most part. Pretty much all the domesticated animals, such as horses, cows, sheep, chickens, they can get along with a lot of other species that ain't trying to kill them. You know, and usually these animals will be traveling in a pack, in a, you know, the chickens called chicken coops, whatever, bro. They traveling in a group. So people, we are the same. If you look at life today, you got your friends, your homeboys, your homegirls, your significant others, your mom, your dad, bro. That's pretty much your pack. You only got a small pack of people that you fuck with on a day-to-day basis. So with that being said, at the end of each day, you have to have enough food to feed you and your peoples, right? You definitely would have to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to going out and hunting, just because you have other predators. During the Stone Age, that was the time of the mammoths. You had the saber-toothed tigers. For any of the gamers who ever played Far Cry Primal, boom, there you go, right there. That is the perfect example of what we are talking about. Now look, gang, you can be the machoest, toughest nigga in the world. You can feel like you that nigga, right? And a lot of these youngins out here toting them guns and all that shit. Guess what, homie? Ain't no guns back then. It's you, a pointy stick, and your reflexes. That's all you got to rely on, bro. So if you 1v1 in a saber-toothed tiger, bro, even with a spear or a, you know, little rock knife, fam, you more than likely gonna lose that battle or lose something in that battle, an arm, a damn leg. And keep in mind, I'm trying to wait to get into this category because we do have a medicine category. If you lose a leg or an arm or something back then, if you even get scratched by that tiger or shit back then that were trying to kill you, which was a lot of shit, it's a high chance you would die. If it gets infected, bro, you have no medicine to treat it. You don't have the answers. Let's keep it 100. You don't have the answers, Sway, back then.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Now, I would be a little hyped to try some mammoth. Don't get me wrong. They would track down mammoths, kill their ass up, and fry them over a grill. And with that, you can move into the categories of clothes. That's where a lot of their clothes came from, you know. From what I've read about the Stone Age and what I've did research over in the Stone Age is it's kind of comparable to Native Americans, like early North America before, you know, the hoe ass pilgrims. Anyways, let's not get into that shit. That shit fucked up. But the early natives, bro, it's just like living off the land. You would kill enough to eat, and from that animal that you kill, you wouldn't waste anything, bro. Everything was getting used. So a mammoth's wool, you could just imagine how big a damn mammoth is. You see elephants nowadays, and mammoths was bigger than elephants. Without the clothes back then, bro, it's a high chance. Like I said, death. It is a high chance. Once the winter storms come and they get the, you know, depending on where you were at, I guess in the Stone Age, if it ever got cold, but more than likely, shit, if mammoths was around, saber-tooth tigers, bro, that winter was hitting, dog. You know, so pretty much clothes was definitely a necessity. You would have to have some sort of cover up, some sort of something. In the summertime, you know, back then, I'm pretty sure they was just butt ass naked. It get too hot, they just butt ass naked. You know, niggas wasn't tripping over the nakedness. That shit, I don't know when we just became like conscious enough to be like, man, let me just cover up. Let me put some shit over my body and cover myself up a little bit, you know. But yeah, summertime, if it was critically, you know, hot outside, for the most part, I don't think, you know, we got sweat and shit. We're pretty much built for warmer, hotter environments because we get sweat and all that good shit. In the cold, though, shit. You ever been in some 10 degree weather? You ever been in snow before? If you've ever been in snow before or any type of negative degrees weather, you know, if you go outside with just some basketball shorts on, homie, oh my gosh. It's only so long you can last. And, you know, I'm grateful enough to be born in a time of AC and heaters, dog. I don't know what the hell people was doing without these inventions. But the main thing was clothes. So, you know, I'm guessing that's how they got majority of their clothes, they hoodies, whatever. I'm pretty sure them hoes was swagged out too. They had to hand make them. They do that shit today. Get what? That shit would be going for $100. You see how the world has changed so much. Back then, it was more about literally surviving. Wake up. I have to go hunt to get my food. Then I have to come back, cut off the skin, butcher that thing up, make my own McNuggets. You feel me? Put it over the fire, get it rolling. Now, the last of the necessities we all know is water. You can't go long without water. Now, the trick back then, I'm pretty sure it was, you know, they was shitty. They whole had to be a lot of water coming out that thing. You know what I'm saying? It had to have a lot of water coming out that hole back then, because that diarrhea hidden from drinking bad water, bro, had to be pretty common. Now, we don't know, you know, we weren't around, but I'm 100% sure on this. How you would learn back then is somebody else dying, and then you would learn from like seeing them die from that shit, and you'd be like, okay, yeah, we not doing that. Don't do that. Damn. So the first person who drunk like some nasty, you know, lake parasite filled water with, you know, who knows what in it, they more than likely died. But then again, back then we were totally built different. Our immune systems back then were a little bit more tough, I feel like. And just because on a day-to-day basis, like I said, the medicine ain't there. You don't have pills to pop whenever something is going wrong. And I'm talking, you know, prescription shit. You know, if you got back pain or some shit, you need a whatever, that perky. But the ones who did survive a good amount of time on Earth had to be getting their water from some sort of, you know, reliable source. Let's just say that. Or like I said, for all we know, bro, they could be drinking the lake water and be perfectly fine. So ain't no telling with the water situation. Me personally though, you know, I don't know if I could just do it, bro. Wasn't no juice and shit back then. Wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, where the apple juice at, homie? You had to really go find some apples and squeeze it up. Don't get me wrong, nowadays we do pay to live, but it saves you a lot of time. Like, you know, it seems pretty complicated back then, bro, because if you ain't hunt, you wasn't eating. And if you did hunt, it's a high chance you can either be killed or you won't catch shit. So, you know, I don't know, fam. It was a hard life back then. Now, that was all the survival day to day. I'm just giving y'all a picture, right, of how it would be. Every day you got to wake up and have all them necessities in check, bro. And keep in mind, nobody knew when wintertime was coming because wasn't no calendar. You didn't know these specific months right here, it gets colder, and in these specific months, it gets warmer. So literally, shit, like I said, trial and error. You just had to wake up in freezing cold weather. And shit, if you did that and you didn't have no mammoth wool or something, dead, fam. I'm telling you, you're gonna hear dead a lot in this video, bro. Now, the next topic, we got communication. Now, when it comes to communication back then, I'm not necessarily talking about the language to each other, because, you know, they understood each other. They basically could communicate with each other, I'm pretty sure. But as far as this cellular device, keep in mind, bro, these shits is new. Telephones are relatively new technology to the world. Even a couple hundred years ago, bro, you had the mail shit, and it would take days for you to get your word across town. Now, back then in the Stone Age, bro, wasn't no going across town. Now, a scenario you could think about is if you got lost somehow, you was on a hunting mission and shit, 2 saber-tooth tigers came out and it's 10 of y'all, and y'all was like, oh shit, bro, we gotta run, we gotta get we gotta go, get up out of here. You know, they be moaning and shit. I don't know, that's what they say in every caveman movie you watch. Okay, I'm tweaking a little bit. Gas got me. Y'all caught me slipping. But if you were to get lost in that situation, bro, how would you find your way home? Now, the navigation skills, I'm pretty sure they had better navigation skills, and, you know, they could find their way home, but you wouldn't be able to tell or call or text nobody. Look at that case too. That hell clean. My shit broke. I can't show y'all the whole phone because that shit shattered, but yeah, it don't matter. So when you were in danger, bro, or you had something going on, fam, you had to stand on business. If you didn't stand on business back then, dog, you was dead, fam. Now I'm moving on into this next topic just because I'm itching and the gas got me really thinking about medicine. And when I say medicine, I just mean overall just health-wise back then. So your overall health, the life expectancy I already looked up was 33 years of age back then in the Stone Age. Fam, that is crazy. Like, I'm expected to be dead like in the next decade, fam. That is wild to me. So for any of the gang that's 33 and over right now, hey, you blessed, my boy. You made it past. Back then, shit. Wasn't no sin, they 40s. Wasn't no midlife crisis for them back then. In the 50s, wasn't no 50s. You damn sure ain't thinking about 60s, 70s. No, that's how you know. Back then, life was way harder and more stressful. Let's keep it 100. We do stress about shit today with the bills, you know, the money situation, which is pretty much normal for everybody, you know, if you're not about. For us regular niggas, you know, got to get it how you live. But when I sit there and read that, I was like, fam, I don't even know. That's why I said, me personally, if I was to live back then, I would probably make it. I wouldn't even make it 2 or 3 years. I just lied to y'all. Now that I'm sitting here just really talking about this shit, I would probably make it 6 months before I'm out of there. And you got to keep it G100 with yourself, bro. Don't be on here. Like I said, the macho niggas and all that, hey, you macho until you see a 7, 8 foot tiger. Shit, them hoes bigger than that. 10-foot tiger with the tooth this big coming at you, homie. What you finna do? You gonna box that hoe or what? Like, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't know. For the most part, we can all agree. I'm pretty sure the gang, y'all can agree. Medicine back then was not up to par how it is now. Medicine is one of them things that just keep upgrading. Every year, bro, we're having upgrades in medicine. You know, as far as technology, that's really what it comes down to. And technology back then was considered like, you know, making a fire or a spear with a rock point on it. You know what I'm saying? That was their technology back then. Now, I did mention this earlier in the video, and I'm going to say it again. Let's say you were just out trying to gather some berries. You and your niggas hungry. Y'all trying to get y'all a little snack or something, right? And you going through the woods. Next thing you know, a snake bites your ankle. And it just so happens that snake is venomous. There's no anti-venom, bro. One of your homies would have to suck that venom up out that ankle, bro, and pause on that. But I don't think that's a pause was needed right there, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Y'all be on my head a little bit, but dead. I'm finna just go down the list real quick. A forearm cut, right? Let's just say you fell, boom, hit a rock, slit this whole shit open right here to the white meat. Okay, and guess what? Dead. High chance. Wasn't no going home and hitting that thing with some, you know, some rubbing alcohol or some hydrogen peroxide. Wasn't no cleaning it. Wasn't no stitches, bandages, none of that, bro. They had probably some crushed up leaves that they did in a little bowl and they put it on top and they was like, yeah, you should be. It should do something, you know what I'm saying? It's infected as hell the next day. You might die. I would hope you don't catch a common cold back then. I would hope you don't catch any type of illness back then because dead, fam. It's a high chance, bro, that you would die. Like, making it to 33 years of age back then was a blessing. Most niggas was going out by the time they was 17, 18. Shit, some was going out when they was 1 or 2. Tiger done came and swooped the little baby in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Shit get real out there. But for the most part, there is no, research that says the medicine was good enough to heal you from severe illnesses, which, like I said, a common cold nowadays, back then a common cold was hidden. Nowadays, take you a vitamin C, you know what I'm saying? Take you a little NyQuil, take you a little Dayquil, whatever, wake up the next day, okay, I feel a little bit better. You might be feeling off for 2 or 3 days with a common cold now, but after that, you'll be good, depending on your immune system and how old you are, okay? If y'all want to get technical and shit, but people was dying left and right back then. I need y'all to understand that, bro. Just know, the Stone Age was them real trenches, dog. I don't care what hood you from, what area you from right now. The Stone Age was the trenches, boy. You might see your partner in the middle of the night yelling, screaming, getting swept off into the woods or whatever by anything, fam, anything big. The bears back then was big as hell. Don't even get me started on the bugs, bro. If you get a bee sting back then, it's a high chance. If you allergic, you're dead. Ain't nothing, ain't no EpiPen, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't have no allergies back then or you would die, fam. You can die from allergies, bro. And the season is changing. Speaking of allergies, bro, my shit has been horrible. I know a lot of y'all shit out there has been horrible. So thankfully we have allergy medicine and allergy little tablets that you could pop and, stop it for a little minute and get good until the next day. And if you know, bro, allergies is critical, fam. When them eyes just get extra watery and your nose just running, it's just dripping, fam. You ain't never had no day that your nose was just sitting there water, just water. It ain't even snot, it's just water coming out that little hole. These holes right here, water. Now the next and final topic that we got is travel. Traveling back then was, first off, you didn't know where you were even located. So how you gonna know where you finna go? Just a whole lot of Mother Nature and, beauty. It probably was beautiful though. The air quality in the Stone Age was magnificent. I just know oxygen back then, walking outside, was hidden on a whole nother level. But for the most part, traveling in the Stone Age was non-existent, bro. You probably lived in one area your whole life and got raised in that area and died in that area that you had go, and you only lived 33 years. So you see that Stinger? This how much I fuck with y'all. I'm hitting a Stinger. Y'all know I say these doobies, but all right, we're gonna put that out for that fingernail go black. Now look, gang, this has been another episode of Thoughts from Above. We did touch over the Stone Age. Like I said, the question that you should have kept in mind this whole video is, how long would I be able to survive in the Stone Age? Keep it 100 with yourself. Leave it down below in the comments. I want everybody to stop what they're doing right now. Leave it down below in the comments. How long would you survive? Me, I'm 3 to 6 months area. I'm gonna be 100 with you. Oh, and another thing, do not break a leg back then. Don't sprain an ankle. Don't do none of that, fam. You gonna die, fam. I'm trying to tell you, bro, if you broke a leg back then, homie, good luck to you. The pack more than likely left you. Your homies and shit, you gotta get up, but you can't. Your shit broke, so and y'all know what that mean. Tiger coming through, eating your shit. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video right here. We did switch the angle up, you feel me, and gave y'all a different feel in this Thoughts from Above, because we haven't done a Thoughts from Above in, like I said, 3 months. But we getting back on track. I do have some banger Thoughts from Above videos, dude, on the way, bro. So stay tuned. Like I said, follow the IG to stay tuned. DeezysGameStation. It's your boy Deezy, signing out of Deezy's Gas Station. I hope everybody is having a marvelous, wonderful, beautiful, amazing day. And keep the vibes positive, man. Like I said back then, Stone Age, 33 years of life. Anybody who's 30 plus, be thankful. Even if you're 20 plus, be thankful, bro. Death knows no age. So every day we blessed. Every day is another blessing. And I got that Zion me. Remember, Tiger. Tiger, I'm trying to tell you, better move.